welcome to my comedy journey, vlog number 30. We are performing at TNT Comedy, still building on the Census stuff. Got a couple of good new starters which I really enjoyed. It was a great show, really enjoyed it. I will start trying to do the introductions back at the beginning, so you won't be looking at me looking like shit in the morning weeks after, because I've totally forgotten what it's all about. So enjoy this one and hopefully you like it.
They looked at you with a glazed look in their eyes. Don't ask, yeah. You got some of you seen before. I don't do good jokes. I would like to say I feel good about being here right now, but I actually feel a little bit on edge because looking at this audience, I feel like I'm up for auction. Who's the highest bidder? Who here knows what the census is? Yeah? For those who don't know, the census is the survey the government puts out every 10 years on behalf of the Illuminati. It's true, it's population control, right? I took my silver hat off earlier. I don't understand people that fill out surveys today, because like, people that fill out surveys to me are the type that do online reviews of things like cheese. They just have no one to tell anyone because they've got no friends, you know. But did you know for the census you could actually get in trouble for not doing it with the police? I know, this guy's nodding. Which obviously, being from the streets, I don't give a fuck about that, you know what I'm saying? About that life. But you can't make it easy on them, you know. So I nerded it up, I did it. And the thing that really annoyed me about it is the options other or prefer not to say. You know, I actually prefer to say, but there's no options for me. Like, you know, when it comes to the ethnicity section, well, I've got to tell you about this, right? I'm quarter Irish, forgotten, how funny is that? Quarter Irish, quarter Bangladeshi, half Kenyan, which obviously means I smell really bad. No! It's a joke about me, I can say it. But there's no mixed option for me, you know what I mean? Being a man, being a Scorpio, I like specifics. Where's my box? You know, I feel like the extra person on Deal or No Deal, like sailing up to someone being like, can we share this box? I promise it's got BAME in it. You know? There are no options for me. It kind of reminds me of like being on a really bad date. Like imagine going on a date with Census. Like imagine, right? You know, as a man, as a good-looking man, I still get nervous about dates, you know, so I do what every man does. You have a quick wank beforehand, you know. Always a laughing, letting it out. You know, so I see her there sitting at the table, and I walk up, and I'm like, oh, Census. Is that Greek? What a lovely name. You know, it starts off well, say my name, tell her my job. And afterwards, it's like question after question after question. It was like a fucking police interview. It's ridiculous, you know. I have experience, and but you obviously, I like talking. I like the sound of my own voice, so I just assume it. You know, I'm just carrying on answering all the questions, and then I'm thinking, wow, this is a good listener. It's gone really well. I'm going to walk her home, be a gentleman. So I put her envelope on, I start walking her towards the post office. And you know, I'm showing her my local area, you know, that was where my first kiss was. That's where I got robbed, you know. I thought about taking her to my mum's house, but she gets a bit paranoid with all the questions, you know what I mean? So I thought, don't come on too strong. So I say goodbye, and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, you know, as you do after these dates, and I'm like, I hear nothing, not a thing. And I start thinking, well, did I ever share? Did I say the wrong thing? Why am I getting blanked by Census? But, you know, you can't hold on to these things. You've got to move on, do you know what I mean? Like, I was like Philip Schofield's wife when she found out the reason I love musicals so much. You know what I mean? I moved on. Moved on. Got to do it. It's a necessity. One day, well, guess what happened? 10 years later, Guess who's right at my front door? Sitting there like a protester, glued to the floor. Census. And she hadn't changed, I mean. She remembered everything I said 10 years ago, and she tried using it against me. I mean, surveys, is that right? Do you know what I mean? Lads, you know what I'm talking about. Typical survey. Ridiculous. But I couldn't have it, so I was like, you know what? I've moved on. Get out of my house. I'm watching TV, knock, knock, knock. A couple of weeks later, guess who it is? It's 5 it's the police. They come looking after me. Apparently someone's put in their missing person report and she was last seen at my house. No, you look shocked. Genuine shock and awe. So I'm at the police station, you know, and they're asking me all these questions. I'm like, I don't know what happened, you know. And I started feeling really nervous. I had to have a quick wank. You know? I for the life of me can't think of a good punchline for that, so I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you very much.
Just got back. What a great show. Really, really good night tonight for TNT as a whole. Not talking about me, not boasting. I think I did pretty well though. Had a lot of good feedback. I do think that the room adds to the fact that everyone does well. And so, you know, I will take a bit that the audience was good, but give myself some credit. I've been working on it. I've been working hard. Still can't figure out the ending, which is frustrating, but I think I have been stuck on a particular premise for the ending, the prison thing, or them coming to get me, which I think I might have to start switching up and changing, because this doesn't seem like an exit point from there that's reasonable. I got one tomorrow, so hopefully I can try and come up with something to try out and see how we get on. But good night for your boy. Back in the game. But yeah, on to the next one.